Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another plan with me and my Hobonichi cousin. This week I went on a little long weekend trip to Tennessee with my family, so I thought it would be a great time to use this outdoor adventure kit from Hubman and Chubgirl. I have the full boxes page right here, the boxes and labels page, the functional page, and 2 sheets of deco. These are just so cute. I know I won't use them all today, but that just means I'll have leftovers for a spread later on. I do have a coupon code for this shop. I will link it down below in case you want to check out anything. The coupon code is for 15% off your order. And I pulled out some washi tapes that I think might match with this kit. Some better than others. These 2 are from Scotch brand, and then this one is from the Target dollar spot a long time ago, and these 2 I'm honestly not sure about, so I apologize about that, but we'll see how many of these I incorporate into the spread. And then for my pen this week, I'm just going to be using one pen. That is the Pentel Energel Clena right there. I believe this is the 0.4 millimeter tip. Very fine tip pen. I used to use this pen all the time and I honestly kind of forgot about it, but we're pulling it back out today. So let's get started with the spread. I think I'll do the date covers today. So I am officially done with summer colors, bright, fun spreads, that kind of stuff. And this is going to serve as my transition from summer to fall week. So after this, I should be posting fall spreads, which I'm sure y'all are excited about. I know I'm excited about them. Which season is your favorite? I know that's a pretty common question, but whenever I get asked it, I really don't have an answer because normally I feel like my favorite season is whatever season we're in, until you get to the end of that season, and then I start getting excited for the next season. And yes, I even like winter, which I think might be because I'm a winter baby, so I guess it's just like a natural thing for me. But winter's nice. I feel like it just has a slower rhythm, and I love being warm and cozy. I love wearing cozy sweaters and sitting by the fireplace and stuff like that. I love reading by the fireplace, and at least where I live, you can't really do that unless it's the middle of winter, so. But I also really like fall because I like hiking and stuff, and fall is probably the best time to do that in my area. It's not too cold, and the colors of the changing leaves and everything are just really pretty. Okay, here's our last date cover, and I think I'm going to use one of these washi tapes up at the top. This one is probably the best match for the kit, so I'll use it. It does have a little bit of yellow, which I don't think there's any yellow in this kit, but we'll make it work. All right, now let's put down the weekend banner. And we'll start laying down those full boxes. Over on the left-hand side, I think I want to use the one with the moose. And then I kind of want to use a full box every day. Would that be crazy? I don't think I've ever done that, except maybe, yeah, this day from our Wild West anniversary exclusive kit, I did use a full box every day. I think that's the only time I've ever done that, but this spread turned out good, so why don't we try it here? We'll just have to stagger the colors as best as we can. So I'll do a gray one on Monday. And then we'll go with blue on Tuesday. Followed by this green one on Wednesday. This one is so funny. It says, "Don't feed the bears," and the little bear is freaking out. I think that's so cute. All right, and then gray again. And some more blue. Now we need a dark green one and a light green one. All right, perfect. And I still have one full box that I can use either in a different spread or later on in this spread if I have room for it. Now we'll do the sidebar. I'm going to write down my Bible verse for the week first, and that was Psalm 139, verse 14. And then below that, I'll put down a gratitude header from this sheet just to mark some happy memories from the week. So I'll be right back. Okay, sidebar is done. Let me zoom you in and we'll start memory planning the week. So first up, I'm gonna go ahead and mark my workouts for the first 3 days of the week. Just get that done all in one go. I think for Monday, I'll use a Hydrate Winston from my shop. And then for Tuesday, I'll use this weightlifting Panda from Happy Daya. And for Wednesday, I'm actually going to use a little exercise bear from Happy Daya. I always get those two mixed up. This is from Hubman and Chubgirl. This is from Happy Daya. Very different art style. Okay, and then after my workout on Monday, I had to go ahead and end our anniversary sale because that had been the weekend before, and I left it up until about 8 o'clock on this day, just in case there's anyone who needed to squeak in a last minute order. And once that was done, I spent the majority of the day working on orders. So I'm going to put that on a half box right there, and I'll grab a work sticker. I'll use this little work from home girl that's also from Hubman and Chubgirl. And of course that took a while, so I have some options here. I can either put down a flag made out of a washi strip, or I can use deco, or I can use washi tapes. First I'm gonna put down a little decorative header just because I can. And then I think I'm going to put down deco in a second. First, I want to mark that I had to go pick up a package. And I will mark that with a little mail truck sticker that is from Bubba Bear Studios. Okay, now we'll put down some deco. I have to choose one though. They're so cute. I think I might use the little fishing bear over here. Yep, he fits perfectly. Okay, I like that. Next up, I'm going to mark that it was burger night at our house. And then after that, the only thing I have left to mark is reading, so I have to grab a reading sticker. This little burger sticker is from my shop. And let's put reading on a little label because we haven't used a label yet. And on top of that, we'll add a little glasses Winston. All right, and that takes us to Tuesday. After going to the gym, I needed to budget. And this payday / budget sticker is from my shop. All right, and then it was orders again for most of the day. Let's grab another work sticker. Today I'll use this little gray laptop Winston. And then I also filmed a pack orders with me video this day, so I'm going to mark that as well. This little ring light sticker is from a shop that is no longer open. Okay, and then after that, I had to reactivate the gift cards that we have in the shop. I took them down during the sale, but they are back up now. I'm gonna mark that just with a dot from the kit. Okay. I also needed to go to the post office on this day. I'm gonna put that on a label. I think I'll use this one with the little bear on it. That way I don't really need an icon. And then below that, I'm gonna mark going for a walk. With my current favorite, Walking Winston. And then I think below that I have just enough space to mark that we had tacos for dinner. But before I mark the tacos, I'm going to put down my little decorative header. And now I'm putting down a taco sticker from Very Cute Designs. Okay, now we can go over to Wednesday. I already have my morning workout marked. After that, I jumped right into orders. Gonna take a gray label, put that right here. Grab a work sticker. And today I'll use this tiny laptop from Hubman and Chubgirl. And I think today I'm going to make a little flag out of one of these headers, decorative headers that comes with the kit. Oh, that's a little bit long still, so I'll trim it down some more. All right, next I'm going to put down a little bit of deco. I think today I'll use the cute little wolf with the toasted marshmallows. And then my decorative header. And down here I want to mark washing my hair and reading. So let's do washing hair first. Got a little shower Winston. And then let's see what we can find for reading. I think I'll use one of our little Winston reading on his belly stickers and just put it like that. No text needed. All right, I was going out of town on Friday, so Thursday was kind of like my Friday this week. So the first thing I did was clean on Thursday morning. And I'm going to mark that, I think, on a half box. Along with a cleaning Winston, I'll use this gray one. I also wanted to really quickly on this day film a video for my booktube channel because I had been kind of neglecting that channel during the anniversary sale. I was just really busy with all that stuff, so I didn't have time to film for my other channel. So I'm going to mark filming. I kind of wanted to use one of these, but I think they're a little bit too bright. So instead I'll use this play button Winston. Is he crooked or am I just seeing things? Oh, maybe he's okay. All right, after I got that filmed, I did want to work on some more orders from the sale, just to get as much done as I could before leaving for my trip. So I'll put down a little working girl sticker from Happy Daya. And after that, I wanted to go drop off orders at the post office. And to mark that, I'm going to use my last little Mailman Winston that I have on this sheet. Put him right there. All right, and then I think under here, I'm going to put some deco. Let's go with maybe the moose, the little fishing moose. Just like that. And then when I got home, I wanted to pack for my trip. So let me grab a travel sticker. I think for this, I will use one of our little overstuffed suitcase Winstons. And then I also finished reading The Return of the King on this day, which is the third book in the Lord of the Rings series. I don't have room to put in a finished reading tracker, unfortunately, but I'm still going to mark it. I think I'll use one of these e-reader Winstons that says the end. Okay, and now it's vacation time. I did sleep in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I think I might go ahead and mark that, just so that's all done. I think on Friday, rather, I'll use this little guinea pig sticker, which is from Sticky Piggies. And then on Sunday, I'm going to use this sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co., which is, did you see that? Which is closed now. And for Saturday, I'll use this dark gray Sleep In Winston. All right, now that that's taken care of, the next thing I want to mark on Friday is that I had to do my last minute packing and cleaning. And I'll use this little traveling girl from Stick with the Plan Co. to mark that. Okay, and then we headed off to Tennessee. I'm gonna mark that with a little car sticker. I have this little tiny one from Bubba Bear Studios, and because it's so tiny, I am gonna put it on a label just to give it some background. Oh, nope. I was gonna try and straighten that out, but no. Alright, and on our drive to Tennessee, we actually stopped at Buc-ee's, which was super exciting because we don't have Buc-ee's where I live. So whenever I get the chance to visit one on a trip, I take it. And the one we went to on this day wasn't even that crowded, which was nice because sometimes Buc-ee's it's like, oh my gosh, it's like an amusement park or something. I know y'all have probably been there. But for the Buc-ee's trip, I'm going to use this Happy Today munchkin from Once More with Love. By the way, my sister vlogged our trip to Tennessee. If you want to check that out, I'll link it up in the cards. After Buc-ee's, we stopped at Kroger to get some groceries. And for that, I will use this little lettuce sticker, which is from my infamous Mysterious Vegetables sheet. Alright, and then we checked into our cabin that we were renting, and we ordered pizza because none of us wanted to cook, of course. And we had our pizza out on the deck, which was really nice. We had a pretty good view of the mountains from our house, which I love. I'm going to put down a Pizza Winston sticker from my shop. Okay, and then I finished off the night by working on a puzzle and watching some gymnastics. So we'll do a little bit of sticker layering here, but first I'm going to put down another decorative header at the bottom. I skipped one on this day, but I don't want to skip 2 days in a row. Alright, so let me grab a puzzle sticker out of my binder over here. I think I'll go with this one from Once More with Love. So I'll put that here, and then I'm going to grab a TV sticker. This dark green one is from my shop. Okay, and now we go over to Saturday, which was, I guess, the first official day of the vacation. So after sleeping in, we had breakfast, and I had cereal with banana, which was very exciting for me because I pretty much never eat cereal. So I'm going to mark that with this really cute cereal sticker from Once More with Love, or not Once More with Love, that's from Paper and Milk, I'm sorry. Okay, and then our main event for the day was going to the IAMS Nature Center. I definitely need a box to mark that. And since it was a nature center, I'm going to take a piece of deco from the kit. That seems naturey. I guess one of these sticks would work the best. And put it right here. That was a really nice little nature preserve. We did a couple different trails. My favorite was the River Boardwalk Trail. I definitely recommend that one if you're ever in that area. Then we went to get some lunch and we found this little place called Super Chicks, which I believe is a chain, but we don't have it where I live, so we wanted to check it out. And it was super good. I had their hot honey sandwich. Highly recommend that if you're ever able to try it. The little fork and knife sticker is from Orange Umbrella Co., by the way. Back at our cabin, we decided to enjoy some pool time because we did have a pool where we were staying, so we headed over there. And I'll mark that with a little swimming Winston. And then we finished off the day with some ice cream, so I have to grab an ice cream sticker. I think I'm gonna go with this greenish one from Carly Plans. All right, let's finish up the week. So this day was mostly spent in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is just a gorgeous place. Absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend it if you're ever able to get over there. And I think I'm going to use another little icon from this kit to... Well, there's not really any small... I guess I could use this one. This is kind of fitting because you have to navigate by signs and maps in that park, or at least I did because there's no cell service for me. So we went to Great Smoky Mountains and we did a few different things. We hiked to Cataract Falls and we did the Cades Cove Loop. But by far the best part of the trip, in my opinion, I actually want to see if I can move this over. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit more balanced. As I was saying, the best part of the trip, in my opinion, was that we actually saw a black bear cub from a safe distance. Don't get worried. So I have to mark that because I love bears. I'm going to use this little photography girl from Stick with the Plan Co. So that was super exciting. And I want to take up a little bit of space since we were there for such a long time. So I think I'll put down the decorative header here. When we got home from the park, we did have some pool time again. Let's get a different pool sticker this time. I think I'll use this one, which is from Bubba Bear Studios. Okay, not the best arrow I've ever drawn, but I'm just going to leave it because I don't want to mess it up even worse. But I'm going to finish off the day here by marking that I continued working on my puzzle. And for that, I'm going to use this little puzzle Winston from my shop. Those have actually been discontinued now, though. And I do have just a little bit of space down here. I think I'm just going to put a washi strip right there. Okay, that is going to do it for this week. Let me straighten up and zoom you out. Yeah, I really think this was the perfect spread or week to use this kit for because it just fits the theme so perfectly. I really love it. As always, thank you guys for watching and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye!